Hey everybody, I hope you have had an amazing week off after completing what for me was a mind-blowing first 5 weeks, that introductory session. So I wanted to just huddle with you before we start the 10-week intensive. It's 30 sessions. And just talk a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. We're on this journey together, and I'm imagining that you're feeling what I feel and what the staff is feeling and what we've heard throughout the course, which is a deep sense of we're all in this together, we're connected, we're on this journey. And the fact that you've taken these 5 classes, you know what you're getting into, and you're choosing 30 more sessions of intensity, of growth, of stepping into your leadership, of stepping into your purpose, of healing, is a miracle at this time and place in human history. And what I want you to know from the bottom of my heart is I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you are heeding your internal call, that you are taking all of your lived experience and deploying it for service, for good in the world, that you are stepping into your living legacy now. You're not waiting. You're not going to postpone it to a time that would be more convenient or when life looked more perfect. You're not waiting for yourself to be some version of yourself that you think is presentable and ready for the world. You're saying to yourself, you're saying to the world, I recognize, I realize in every cell of my body, I am perfect as I am. I was created by God. I have a mission on this planet. I came into this lifetime with something to do, and I am going to do that thing, and nothing is going to get in my way. And everything that I've experienced, no matter how painful, no matter how disturbing it was for me, is going to be wind under my wings. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to live with grief. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to live with loss. It doesn't mean that there's not anger in my body, regret in my body. It doesn't mean that, I'm not insecure. I'm not afraid. We're all afraid. What it means is that with all of that, you are still stepping up to the podium and saying, I'm ready. I'm here for this. I'm here with you. Let's do this together. And that is a profound thing to do individually and a world-changing thing to do collectively. And we have almost 500 people in this course. And I know that this video will be seen by future courses, and maybe there'll be more people at that time. So just wanted to take a moment and huddle with you and reflect on these past 5 weeks, because I know from talking to many of you that lots of conversations come up inside. Conversations like, I'm not ready, I don't know, is this for me? Do I have what it takes? I'm not sure I'm like them. And I just want to assure you that regardless of our conversations, and I know we've said in the course, don't believe everything you think. Regardless of what our internal conversations are, you are absolutely ready. And you are the one who brought yourself here. You are the ones who created this community. You are the ones who are in this process. There are going to be many times in this course, and maybe you've already experienced this, where you want to give your light away to some other powerful activist or speaker, someone that inspires you. Maybe that person is Mossy, maybe that's your CEM, maybe it's someone from your community who is standing up and representing in a way that shakes you to your core. It's awesome to admire people. It's awesome to really feel the potency of someone else. That potency is always an invitation for you to bring that quality out in yourself. We say often in the course, you can't see anything that's not inside of you. If it's not already inside of you, it won't register. So if you notice it in Masi, in a CEM, in one of the other amazing facilitators you're going to meet soon, know that it lives in you. And know that it's a call for you to own that quality, to step into that quality, not to make it, oh, Dream Academy's so great, oh, Masi's so great, oh, Ethan's so great, oh, Earl's so great, Bev's so great. They are great, believe me. I love them, I bow to them, they're my heroes. And so are you. And you are ready, and you're the one the world's been waiting for. So with that, I just want to take a few minutes and really reflect on this journey that you've already been on, right? You've been realizing that a lot of the way that you held yourself was from someone else, was from your parents, was from your family, was from your community, was from the church, was from the government. And a lot of the ways that you treated yourself were also derived from how other people had treated you. And we've been really tasting what it would be like to be self-referencing, what it would be like to choose how compassionate, how empathetic, how loving, how acknowledging am I going to be of myself? How much am I going to really embrace the depth and the breadth and the hardship of the journey that I've been on? How much am I going to stand in my own skin and own that this journey was for a purpose and that I am here and I mean business, I'm up to something, right? We've been tasting that. And in the future weeks, we're going to go into all kinds of places. We're going to go into places of regret, of forgiveness, of expressing anger, of finding our passion, of offering forgiveness, right? But all those places live in your body. This is ground zero. And this whole transformational process happening in your body, generated by you, belongs to you. It's always yours. You are owning your destiny in this lifetime, on this planet, in your community, in your life. And this structure is here, this TDA, all these facilitators, the conversations we're having, is here to support you in that. We're your cheerleaders. We're offering tools. We're saying, hey, what about this? Did we look at this? Let's think together about this. And you've noticed that you're teaching the course. You've noticed that the insights, the guidance, the movement, the inspiration comes from you stepping up. So you've already been doing this, but this is going to be amplified. Going out and doing acts of kindness in your immediate circle and in larger circles, really important for having your whole body get this transformation. And speaking up and being visible. The chat counts. I know that because of data, because of load sharing, many people can't be on screen. So share on chat. And if you can be on camera, please be on camera, because your presence, your eyes, your smile, you can't imagine the impact it has. So be as visible as you can. And know that this course is not happening in the 3 sessions a week for the next 10 weeks exclusively. It's 24/7. So you're getting on this bus, and it's going to be happening when you're sleeping, when you're showering, when you're talking with your partner, when you're interacting with your family, when you're going to the store, when you're at work. This transformation is going to be occurring. So you want to prepare for that. You want to prepare for that with softness and with willingness. Because what people often say is, wow, I just kind of woke up in week 7 and realized what was available, and then I gave everything for the last 3 weeks. I wish I would have realized that on week 1, right? Well, you're coming into week 1, so this is your opportunity to be 100% in and to own that nobody's doing it for you, you're doing it from the get-go. So that's the conversation that we're having. That's the energy that we are evoking together as we go on this journey. We're saying we're in this as a collective. It's happening in your body. You are the source. All that comes from this course and all that comes from your life as you will live it to your last breath, it's from you. It's supported, it's sourced, it's celebrated by all those around you, but you're the source. So with that conversation, where we've been, what we've experienced, what's awakening us, what's on fire in us, what's moving around in there, how about we do a grounding? We do that every time we meet, and we do it because we know that transformation, stepping into our true potential, doesn't come from our mind. It comes from our soul, from our heart, from our body. And we know that we've been trained to operate, to live in our mind. We've been trained to ask other people, how do we feel? How should we be? How should we walk? How should we talk? How will we know we're successful? We're bringing it home, right? That's why we do these groundings every time we meet. So let's do them together now in this space. And again, I can't tell you how much I value being able to be with you where you are in this way. I can visit you, we can be together, and this is what we have, right? I would love to be able to beam there and sit right next to you, but this is what we have, so let's utilize what we have. So letting your feet be on the floor, and I'm going to cast my eyes down. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And just taking a breath into your belly. Noticing your feet on the ground, noticing the chair that's supporting you. And even using your hands to explore, wow, these are my legs. These are the legs that have walked hundreds of miles, that have walked from the bathroom to the kitchen and also so far. These are the hands that have touched the food that I love, the people that I love. These are the hands that have probably struck another person. These are the arms that have probably been struck. This is the chest that contains the heart that has been broken. The heart that has felt betrayal. The heart that has felt hopelessness and deep pain so great that it felt like your body couldn't hold it, that you couldn't hold it, you couldn't survive it. This is your body. So just breathing and feeling this body. Remembering this is the body that came out of someone else's body, the miracle of life. You emerged into this world, in this very body, right? This body contains every memory, every feeling, every experience you've ever had. So just breathing, being with me here, feeling your own body, and letting yourself feel the transformation, the experience of the last 5 weeks. What you've allowed for yourself. The possibility to show parts of yourself, to feel connected, to feel possibility, to glimpse another way of being. Don't underestimate those cracks in the structure that's kept you bound. Cracks are where the light comes in. Starting to feel those cracks, those openings that have already occurred in these last 5 weeks. Letting yourself really feel and embrace what you've learned about yourself, what is awakening in you. Noticing how is the level of self-love, of appreciation, of empathy, of internal compassion, of compassion for yourself. Only you know what you've been through. Only you know what you've had to navigate, what you've had to persevere through. Just noticing how that internal appreciation, that internal compassion for who you are and what you've been through has changed. And just noticing when you look in the mirror now, who do you see? Can you feel the tenderness of your own heart? Can you feel the softness in your eyes? Just allowing yourself to feel this body and feel the changes that are already happening inside of you. Feeling the places that are starting to heal, the places that still need to be healed. Feeling the places where you're longing to be a part of, to belong, and the places where you feel connection, where you feel relationship. Feeling the drive in you, the fire in you to fulfill your life's purpose, even if you don't know what that looks like, feels like, what it is. But that fire that's driving you towards your life's purpose. And as you feel all these things, noticing that, of course, you as all humans are a work in progress. You're imperfect, right? There's janky parts, there's unfinished parts, there's parts that you think are unlovable. You're living in this body, in this emotional system that is in a process of growth. It's imperfect. And bringing that love, that self-compassion, that empathy, that understanding to you right where you are, not where you aspire to be, not some perfect version of yourself, but you as you are. Loving that fully. Our lives are really about how we love ourselves in this human experience and how we love others. Just letting yourself feel that. There's not some destination that you're going to arrive at, except for death. But there's the opportunity to embrace every moment and see if you can love a little bit more. Can I love myself a little bit more? Can I love someone else a little bit more? Can I share a little bit more? Can I reveal a little bit more? Can I soften a little bit more? Can I receive a little bit more? Just asking yourself in your own body these questionings. And as we embrace that we have been on a 5-week journey and we're going on an even more intense 10-week journey with 30 sessions, just knowing as we would in any journey, that there are going to be moments that feel overwhelming, There'll be times when we don't want to show up for class. There'll be lots of good excuses for not giving fully, why it's not the right time, the right moment. And seeing if right now you can commit to give yourself the gift of bringing all of you to this process. This is a gift you're giving yourself, not for anyone else. No one else matters. It's all you. Are you willing to give yourself this gift of transformation, of realization, of moving into your life's purpose, of making friends, of healing your inner world, of making inside of your skin a kind, loving, compassionate sanctuary, rather than a reflection of the harshness of the external world? Taking these last few seconds and just breathing into your feet and into your fingers, and owning your whole body and making the space that you're sitting in just a little bit bigger, and saying, I'm here. I'm ready for this. Let's do this. And as you feel your own body ready and willing in its imperfect state, in its in progress state, know that you are joined with so many hundreds of people across the African continent, across the world, who are on this journey with you. Feeling their support, feeling their solidarity, feeling that connection, and gently coming back and opening your eyes. Great to go inside with you. So let's do this. So part of this training is really setting you up for success for the rest of your life. And ironically, part of setting you up for success for the rest of your life is really expecting a lot of failure, a lot of rejection, a lot of adversity, and mentally and emotionally preparing for that. Now, all of us have persevered through a lot of adversity already. And so we have the tools, we have the strength, we have what it takes to get everything out of this next 30 sessions. But we want to go into it holding hands, eyes open, knowing that there are going to be some hard bits, and there are going to be some times when you've got something you'd rather do than come to class. And so we want to prepare for that. And we want to say to ourselves, I'm going to give you the gift of showing up for this, not for the certificate, not for the graduation. That's a great celebration. It's a great marker. But for the transformation, the realization of who I am inside, that's going to allow me to go out into the world or into my community or in my life and get what I truly want. That's what this is about. It's about fulfilling your destiny, your purpose. It's about living in a body that feels like a peaceful sanctuary. When the world is falling apart, when there's so much strife and so many problems and so much conflict out there, your body is a place of peace. That's what we're doing together. So the invitation is for you to enter this 10 weeks, this 30 sessions, awake, alive, and ready to give yourself this profound gift, and aware that this is an incredibly generous gift that is a demonstration of the commitment you have to caring for yourself, to prioritizing yourself, to treating yourself like the royalty, the chosen one, the gift to the planet that you are. So, congratulations on completing the 5 weeks, and welcome to the next 30 sessions, the next 10 weeks of the Dream Academy. I can't wait to grow with you. I can't wait to learn from you. You are my hero. And let's all keep internally pushing ourselves to show up so far beyond our expectations, beyond what we think we can do, how we think we can be. Let's blow the ceiling off of all the limitations that the world, the culture, our families, our communities have put on us. And let's all step into a place of self-referencing leadership where we are the source, where what's coming out of us is not an effort to assimilate and to belong in someone else's world, but is the source of a new world, a new possibility of kindness, inclusion, celebration, joy, life, thriving community that you're going to hatch, that you're going to originate in a way that no one else can. So let's do this. I can't wait to see you on Monday and throughout this next 10 weeks. I love you. So grateful that you're stepping up and you're taking your place as a world leader.